We did catch up with Robert De Niro and Jane Rosenthal, the two co-founders of the Tribeca Film Festival, and I began by asking them about a controversial film that looks at vaccines and vaccinations and autism, and I asked them about why they decided to remove it from the festival.
I wanted to put it in. I had seen it. I don't know enough, but I know a bit, and what I was hearing, and it made it a valid entry for me in a certain way, and I never get involved in entries at all. The most I do is somebody asks me, I say, there's the people. You go see Jane, she steers it to where they decide on what film. They stay totally out of it. I felt that this was something that people should at least see. And there was a strong reaction from people who I didn't expect to have such a strong reaction, the way I've been told. But I felt that, we all felt that, I don't want to get the festival in some kind of controversy that would be a misperception about it. So I said, let's just pull it. It got attention, oddly enough, and there are things that I don't I don't know enough about, but I'm curious about, but it makes me want to know. And there's also another movie called Trace Amount that I saw, which I found very interesting. You know, maybe it's not all true, but there's something there, and I ask questions.
Not bad to have
There's
discussion.
nothing wrong with having a discussion about it, so.
The festival's known for our documentaries, and clearly now we're also known for a documentary that we didn't take, but we have very strong documentary filmmakers, and that's what the festival is known for.
Any regrets in having it in the first place, included in the lineup?
No. We pulled it, and that's okay. You know.
One of the biggest lessons of any kind of leadership is to admit when you've made a mistake or you see things differently and change the course. And I think at this point, everybody's happy.
I feel like you guys have really changed the course of what happened downtown after 9/11. You just look around what's going on right now. 15 years, I feel like you've multiplied in terms of your offerings, social media, technology. Do you feel like that there's a point where the festival could get too big? Do you want to keep it a certain size?
You definitely want to keep it a certain size. As a matter of fact, we probably screen less movies than we have in years past. I forget the exact number of movies we're screening, but we screen less movies. But we're competing for people's attention here in New York, and we have amazing panel discussions. New this year is our Tribeca Tune-In.
Technology and social media you continue to embrace, and I know you've done it with Vine Films, you had a competition, and you're doing things with Snapchat this year. What role do you feel like social media technology should play in the festival?
You know, you can have any kind. I love it. I love it. I love virtual reality. I love any kind of new form of telling stories. So it is, and it's our whole festival team feels that way.
Jane, earlier this year you stepped down as CEO. Why name Andrew, and what do you hope he does with the enterprise?
I've done an awful lot at the festival, so in order for me to continue doing what I love to do, Andrew will be running the day-to-day, and he's a great partner, and it's really exciting to be able to work with him.
Madoff, I know I ask every year, what did you get out of playing Madoff?
We worked with Diana Enriquez, who wrote The Wizard of Lies. She was terrific, and Barry Levinson and his son.
Did you like him by the end?
Madoff?
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, it's such a complicated character. He's such a complicated that I don't pretend to know or understand or anything. I just tried what I felt was what it was. That's all.
All right, so obviously the co-founders of the Tribeca Film Festival, they co-founded it 15 years ago, Jane Rosenthal and, of course, actor Robert De Niro, and talking about a variety of topics. And he did spend a lot of time talking about that documentary, Corey, that did get killed from the festival.
Yeah.
He has an autistic child, so this is something kind of near and dear. But it's interesting, and this has become a festival. They have all kinds of films covering so many things. There's a documentary about Bill Ackman and his crusade against Herbalife. So it's
Absolutely.
There's a lot of different things, and they do embrace technology. It's also the 40th anniversary of Taxi Driver, so they've got a great panel on that. Lots of interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, and I thought that the comments about leadership, as brief as those comments were very powerful and speak to leaders of any kind of enterprise, whether it's business or a film festival.
Jane Rosenthal is a presence, certainly big time in the movie industry.